Hi, are you wondering what I'm doing? I'm gluing the back on this mandolin right here, which is what we've got set out on our job jar list to do today with our custom mandolin that we're building as well. And right here it is. If you'll recall from our last episode, we glued the kerfing in. We have a back picked out, a nice curly back, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to put this back on this mandolin, and then we'll start our binding process on the back. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, we have our back here, sort of a generic kind of back. The scroll's not been cut out and it's not been trimmed up to fit this particular mandolin. We have the center lines and everything marked on it. We're going to line all of that stuff up and then just pencil around. You'll see that, lift that off real gently, and we have exactly where we need the hole here. Pencil on that, just kind of mark the spots, and we'll wind up with something that looks like this. These backs are cut a little oversized when I originally cut them out of the board, so that we can just trim them up now, sneak up on the exact final shape. Seems like no two mandolins are exactly alike, so you want to be able to have a little excess there to trim them up into the shape of this particular mandolin, and that's what we're doing right now on the bandsaw. So now we have this thing all profiled out and ready to fit that particular mandolin. We have the scroll carved out. However, we don't have the scroll carved, and it's time to do that now before we glue it on. So let's do that. So as you can see, we have the center line and the scroll is supposed to be, and we're just going to start carving it out here. Just taking a little bit at a time until we wind up with the final shape roughly carved. Yes, believe it or not, they look that bad to begin with. And then we'll take a appropriately shaped scraper to knock off the high marks and as much of the chisel marks and stuff as we can. So, although that's not exactly the final shape or anything, you'll find that that'll be good enough for us to glue the back on, which we have here. Everything's cut out, it's rough shaped, and it's ready to go, so let's put the back on. And that is about all we can do for the day. Okay, so now we have a complete mandolin with all the major parts glued on. And in our next episode, episode 7, we will start the binding process on the back. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you then.